Bachelor pad.
The bachelor pad, and why is it not a bachelorette pad? Because I'll get that question like, oh, you got a little bachelor pad. Like, no, I really don't. This is my house. This is where I raise my kids at. Like, this is where I come chill at, But, yeah, man. Yep.
What you think about the bachelor pad question? We never got, I wanted to hear what you had to think about that. Bachelor pad versus why don't nobody walk in and say, oh, you got yourself a bachelorette pad?
Because we make homes look more homely.
I hit the nail. I won the prize with that one.
Yeah,
I said
you had a good point. Like, a lot of single guys have they spot where they invite people over. It's kind of a fun place to be. But when you go into a woman's place, it's more of a homely feeling, a nurturing feeling. When
y'all leave that nigga house, y'all call your friend and be like, bitch, guess what this nigga had up in here?
Food tables.
This nigga got a food. We can't even sit on the couch. This nigga got a food. It's clean now.
Well, let me ask you this.
This nigga didn't have
I don't know he got bitches in there. And think I don't know they having parties. He got bitches in there.
That nigga had a futon.
But no, Keisha, think about it this way. Okay, what is home to a man though? So y'all think about what is home to a woman, because if a man is in a woman house that she decorated and she made it home, what he gonna have? A man cave. That's what he like.
It gonna look like a bachelor pad.
So what is home to a man? So now you got to intertwine what you think your home decor or design is into what he think it is and make it an actual home. Because he might feel like, man, I don't like none of this shit up in here. No, let me back up. He might say, it's cool, I like it, but it ain't what I like. So you got to find a way to kind of like intertwine like your style, his style, and make it an actual home instead of putting him in a man cave. You get what I'm saying?
You gonna be she ain't finna have that thing set up like you finna. She not finna have that thing set up like you about to have your partner.
That nigga talking to Mike like he in court and shit. Talking to Mike.
Nigga gave that nigga the.
I was burping it. I was burping and talking. I was burping and talking.
Sit your motherfucking ass up, do the interview.
What about this one?
Yeah, bring it back.
I was burping and talking at the same time. I didn't want to get your mic.
Cool ass nigga, Mike.
Judge be on your ass in court. Talking to the mic, sir.
I know a crackhead when I see one.
I ain't never talking into the mic in court. Y'all may well get somebody to write this shit.
Man, boy.
You a crackhead.
But yeah, we're going to take a break, man. I'm going to take a break to reset the cameras. We're going to get back to it.
Okay, my bad. All right.
But, man, I did want to say this trick, man. Man, I appreciate you giving me, like, advice and shit like that. Like, man, you need to do this for the podcast. You need to do that for the podcast. Because most people are not humble enough to listen and figure out their blind spots. We don't know everything. We don't see everything. But from the outside looking in, you might say, damn, B, he need to do it this way, I do it that way. You're not changing my shit around. You helping me to improve. And I think more people need to take advice and be like, hey, man, if you do it this way, man, you might pop. If you do it this way, I think it'll be good for you.
Yeah.
And I'm humble enough to, like, take that advice. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, it's iron sharpen iron with us, bro. Like, it done been plenty of conversation. We talking. I done took what you said and, you know what I'm saying, roll with it. Like, I just know when I see greatness and stuff, bro, and I know how your mind is and what you think, you know what I'm saying? So anything I can do to help my bros,
but
you know what I mean?
The reason why I say that, man, I done tried to give people advice, and sometimes I withheld on advice due to the fact that men, we have egos, and when you try to help, I tell them something, they feel like you trying to do too much. Like I done gave, man, I don't know him.
Oh shit!
Really? Then put that nigga in the middle of some shit.
I don't know shit, man.
That's how that nigga was just sitting over there drinking that juice. I don't know.
I don't know that motherfucker.
Yeah,
but no, what I'm
pretty
saying
sure I
is,
know.
I done gave this guy some tips and advice. Like, man, if you do it this way, man, you gonna pop.
And I want to say, I don't know what advice he gave you, but the shit look good. The show, the stuff I see, it look good. So
yeah, I ain't saying nigga built the goddamn shit.
No.
Whatever he put to it,
I would not take no credit for the production. Like, hey, listen, bro is a mastermind with this shit. But anyway, I wanna get on some of these dope ass subjects we on.
Yeah,
talk about it. Well,
okay.
what you
hold on, Jesslyn had some dope shit
I want to see where B was headed.
Yeah.
With that.
Oh, sorry, man. I cut your whole situation.
Because you telling
that was it, man. Like, man, I had been meaning to tell you that, and I said, well, I just wait till the podcast.
Oh, love, man.
Because I know we spoke right before the podcast, and you was telling me some shit. I like, cool, man. Because we all have blind spots. We be like, damn. And like even in your comedy career, or maybe your acting career, or your rap career, I say, Trick, man, you do it this way, man. It might look good for you. But most guys, as guys who have big ass egos, like, man, you can't tell me nothing. Let me do it. I'm gonna do it my own way. But I ain't like that, and I appreciate you guys.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like this, bro. If a man don't understand, bro, that you got to be a student every day, you'll never grow. You know what I'm saying? So I take notes of everybody around me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you done sharpened me in a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm going to tell you this too, man. Man, God gave you a gift. And I remember we had a conversation maybe a couple weeks ago, and you, I don't want to say on the podcast, but you were like, man, I don't know. But the thing is, man, you can't decide when to stop a gift that God gave you, because when he give you a gift, it's not your gift, it's the world gift.
Come on, B. Put it down there, nigga. I took it too. I received that.
I'm saying with you.
Throw it to me.
The thing is, when God gave you the gift of being witty, humorous, you know, you're a comedian, you're a rapper, you put words together, man, that's a gift to the world. You can't cut that off. God got to cut that off. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, man, he gave you that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Fuck time. I've been doing it 10 years. Fuck it. Do it 10, 20 more years. Do it. Because that's your gift, man. You just got to know how to monetize it and do it the right way. You know, and get a team behind you. And then you'll capitalize off the gift that God gave you. Everybody can't rap. Everybody can't be funny. Everybody can't act. People get in front of the camera, they freeze up. You get what I'm saying? You know how many guests I call to be on the podcast? I'm camera shy. She not camera shy.
I actually am.
But you got to talk about that.
We've been talking
about like that though.
He probably. Check this out.
I know how to hide it.
No,
right.
That's your gift.
Yeah.
Listen, check this out. I'm a photographer. When I go to a wedding, I get nervous. But I do great images. When I'm at a shoot, sometimes I'm nervous. But your gift is to overcome the nerves.
Nigga.
You get what I'm saying? You might get on stage in front of 10, 20,000 people.
Man, I be nervous before every show.
It ain't about
every arena I done rock, I be nervous as hell, but I get out there something about. And then what's so crazy, the bigger the crowd, the less nervous I am.
Nigga.
Right.
That's crazy.
I've been and took about 3-4 shits, and I only have to eat nothing.
And don't nobody know.
I don't even know. I done just farted before I just started.
But I used to be a J-Set. And it's so the thing, everybody knew this about me on the bus. My freshman year, Ms. Worthy used to always be like, Jesselyn, do you need to go to the bathroom before
it's real.
Because I used to literally, when we pull
and ain't nothing like a nervous shit. Don't know.
Real. I hope I don't never get them.
But you came out and you did your thing and nobody knew. She had to kill this shit. They don't even know how to fuck the bathroom.
They don't know she still got tish on her ass.
Nigga, I'm in the Coliseum going out of shit. I'm out there in front of 3,500. I done just took the meanest shit in the Coliseum.
You better wipe good. That mother gonna be ancient while you on stage.
Hey,
man. But see, it ain't about the nerve.
You done tore it up.
Gift that God gave you, man. He don't make you. God ain't timid, man. Really? And he know that. He know you nervous. Like, man, sometimes I can't eat before I go to weddings. You know, and it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat because the nerves build up, but your nerves is not your. That's part of overcoming your nerves is your talent.
And you love it.
You know?
That's why you're nervous, because you want it. You love it. You want to do good. But then it's like how X-Men got some weird shit that happened to make them super. It's like right then when you're in front of them, you don't even know what you're finna say. That shit just bam, bam. You're like, oh, I'm a bad motherfucker. Y'all feel like it too?
I can imagine doing what you were doing.
It done been times where I done been performing and totally forgot my words.
Yeah.
Right before it's time to get on stage.
Yeah.
And when the music dropped, that shit out.
Boom.
Yeah. Muscle memory.
Yeah, that shit be crazy. But it done been times I done went flat too. Ooh, I don't know.
Nigga, don't do this. I don't even want to think about no bad show. That shit
we can't talk about the ups without talking about the downs, brother.
It builds character.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
It did.
But talk to me, Trick. What you got?
Oh, I want to. Sister had a bunch of good topics she was touching on earlier.
Y'all know this is something I always wanted to do.
What's up, Justin?
But
Talk to me.
I mean, did you write them down?
I got them. Hold on. Let me
But
show you.
look, because I was just, he was telling me,
I got
I was
them.
like,
First of all, hold on. Wait a minute.
I just started flowing with him.
Right
I'm
with
like, I listen to certain podcasts, and I'm like, how I feel about this. And then I know, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. But it was stuff that they would talk about. I'm like,
They were hating on my body.
yeah, and I actually
Let's talk about that. Long live Kevin Samuel.
But see, man,
I don't know, bro.
That hit me kind of.
I ain't know him like that either, but I knew what
started
narrative he
tuning
was
in to
pushing.
him.
But see,
I
that
understood what narrative he was pushing. Everybody thought he was bashing people.
Nah, he hit
Niggas
niggas
giving
and
folks a
women.
chin check.
He
Like,
gonna
nigga,
hit-
you really ain't ready for what you want.
And I'm a woman saying this.
Right.
He helped me.
Then
He
again,
helped me look at, like, now, of course, some of the you know how they say it's the way you say things, but at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. It don't matter if it's harsh, nice, whatever. It's the truth.
Well, see, the thing about Kevin is he was speaking man talk to a woman. It's like I can say certain things to Trick. I can say certain things to Nardo that I can't say to you. I have to switch it up when I say to you. But Kevin, he talked to women like he talked to men.
but
and see,
sometimes
like,
we need that. Now,
we need it all the time, not sometimes.
sometimes, no, I'm saying sometimes women, because we are soft and we're, very light.
You're right. 'Cause I got a daughter, so yeah.
And see, sometimes we do try to get that little hardness on us, and we need to. Y'all got to put us in our place.
Yeah.
We like that actually, but I think it was more so the women who couldn't gravitate. They were so focused on the negative of how he said things and couldn't just hear what he was saying.
But see, those women, they not
Delivery.
gonna take advice from Kevin Samuels, Joe Blow, or nobody. They are destined to be lonely, masculine.
I'm gonna say that
it might hit one day.
it was a lot of black women got on
It's
there.
gonna be too late.
Hold on, I know this might start up some shit, but all the women that was getting on there feeling some type of way was a lot of entitled black women, and I used to be like, damn.
Why they feel like that?
I be wondering why y'all feel like that. Like, bro, that's what I mean by jaded. When I say jaded, people don't know what I be meaning. Bro, it's a lot of women out here don't know how to submit. Like, and when they hear submit, they automatically think, I ain't finna bow down to no nigga.
Submission don't
No,
mean,
it's not
submission
that.
don't mean bow
Like,
down.
submission is literally shaving your independence. When you by yourself and you a bachelorette, you independent as hell. But when I ask you to submit in a relationship, I mean, you, baby, shave part of this shit so I can come and meet you.
Niggas gotta submit too.
Let me do my part I need to do.
Which
for
they
you.
like, they don't
You know
get
what
that
I'm
we
saying?
already doing it just to even be coming at you.
And then a lot of women, and I can't speak for other races, but a lot of black women that I see, they pick the wrong men to fall in love with.
That's what I was gonna say. They
pick the wrong men to fall in love with, and they be so fucked up out here now. They approach every man. Like, that's why everybody like the dating scene fucked up, because shit, most of the women coming to you already feel like, Brian, you just want to fuck me. You know what I'm saying?
Because they haven't, and then you haven't healed. You jump into another relationship, but you haven't healed from the past. And I had to learn that before you can move on to anything else, whether it's relationship, job, you have to heal whatever.
Be all right with yourself.
Yeah, you have to be okay with
You gotta
yourself.
get that other shit
It's
past.
not fair to that person. Relationship-wise, not fair to that other person when you bring in all that baggage and drama to that relationship.
Hey, how many chances should you get in a relationship?
Nigga, I don't think that's just
Listen. Now this is a conversation.
This ain't like
that
baseball.
This is a conversation already
What's
been
the question?
had.
What's the question?
How many chances should a person get in a relationship after
You need to
fucking
give me
up so
50
many
11.
times?
You need to give me 50 11 times, my nigga.
I'll say maybe 2. And I'm going to tell you why. Because once you learn how to be in a relationship and have relations with the opposite sex, it's like communication is key. That's the first thing you got to learn. So it's like,
Oh God.
if I tell you, like, baby, this is what we gonna do. Like, let's say if I'm in a monogamous relationship and I'm like, I'm going to step out from time to time, but when I do step out, I'll let you know. And she agreed to it. And maybe she might come back to the same thing. Like, baby, I might want to try some new too. And I'm going to step out from time to time.
So listen.
But if you step out, hold on, I'm going to let you.
Go ahead,
if you step out and don't tell me, now you cheated.
Because you went away from what you all
You went away from the agreement. That's just like breaking a contract. Mm-hmm. So how many times you going to break the contract? I give you 2 times. After that, I'm like, nah. Because everybody make mistakes. You done broke the contract twice. Nah, nigga, you fraud.
To me, it depends on what you did.
I was just about to say that.
Right.
It depends on what it is, and then it depends on.
I ain't gonna do that for just, like fucking up the toilet or some shit.
Oh, no. Oh, y'all talking about
You kept toothpaste all on the sink and shit like that.
You can't have no baby on nobody.
Oh, goddamn.
What's the deal breaker for you, Jess?
What, with a baby?
What's the deal breaker for you in a relationship till you just be like, that's it, I can't take that one?
It's more so when you continue.
That's it.
When I see progression, or even with me, you see progression, we all human, so we gonna make mistakes. We gonna mess up. But if I continuously see a progression in it, I'm like, okay, and then you mess up, it's like, all right, if you keep on, it's just like, we get through one thing, but then we get better, then you go back to it, it's like, all right. Then you do it again, it's like, I can't keep going through this. So, more so, my deal breaker is if it's just, if it's repetitive. Once it becomes repetitive, it's like, it's no longer a mistake. At this point, you insulting my intelligence.
You think men mean it when we cheat?
Do I think you all mean it?
What that mean?
You think we meant it? Like, you think, I ain't mean that shit, I just got a little...
I don't think that's the way it goes. Like,
I
don't love her.
I'm gonna tell you something. The older you get, and the more relationship, I'm gonna let you get back to it, Jay. The more relationships you go through, you build that relationship muscle. So if you up there talking, if you still thinking about cheating as and just going to get some, man, your relationship ain't gonna work.
And then that shows you not in the same headspace. Like if you, why would you? Why? Because I think when a person cheats, it's because that person is not giving them something that they want or need. Instead of doing that, though, why not have a conversation about it? So when you cheat, obviously you cheat because you want to.
Right.
But I'm more so like, when you just saying, did y'all mean it? That's what you asked. Did you? It's like, you knew what you was doing when you were doing it, because then you wouldn't even, if you thought it was a mistake or didn't think to do it, you wouldn't even be questioning it.
Jay, let me ask you this.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you get back to it, Trick. Let me ask you this. Let's say you chilling with a dude. It's been eight months. Y'all been kicking it hard. You know he might be doing something. He know you might be doing something. But y'all just cooling. How would that conversation look like if he came to you and tell you, like, hey, I know we kicking it, but I do see other women from time to time. How would you want him to approach you give you that?
8 months in?
Yeah, 8 months.
I ain't gonna lie, 8 months in, we already done established something. Like,
no, but let's say the scenario is y'all haven't established anything. Y'all just been, let's say you got out of a relationship and he just got a relationship and y'all just been kicking.
Just been going with the flow.
Can I add
going with the flow?
Out of these 8 months, is y'all rawing?
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe
so
one time.
Shit.
Now you know that means
you gotta get that one time in.
One time,
baby on
just rawing in general. That's.
I think it's a big thing. I think
it's
they got
supposed to
something
be
to do
a
with
big
them 8
thing.
months.
But let me ask you this: how would you expect him to come to you, and how would you feel if he come to you like that?
In all honesty, I mean, this might sound like, oh, she just saying this, but in all honesty, I want you to be honest with me, like, because then that gives me the option. Okay, I might not like it. My feelings involved.
How do you expect him to come to you? Like if he say, how would that conversation start? Because I need some advice.
Oh, you saying this
nigga, man.
He said this a person.
This nigga that turned this shit to a Catholic.
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm gonna write it down. Like how you, what you folded, because Doreen them asking what you doing.
How should I do this?
Because that's what I'm trying to, I'm really trying to see what you think. I'm holding this nigga taking notes.
It ain't no cost on the script for this shit.
Okay.
I need a script.
So what's the script? Baby, I'm gonna come. I'm coming to you man to man. What the fuck?
Man to man.
I need a script. Jay, what's the script?
Nah, first you better have some gifts. You better have some gifts or some dinner or something nice.
Then you gonna be a sucker. You do all that. But go ahead. Who had that question? Nado.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that too because we talked about that.
We talked about that. That's that sucker.
We talked about that when you said that sucker shit.
What's the topic?
We simp.
What do you define as a simp? I'm asking this for a reason too. It's like what do you think a simp?
That's kind of broad, man. You gotta give me a situation.
That is, ain't it? Like,
it is broad. So let's try to make it a little. Okay, so
give us simps.
But I do think women
sensitive, immature.
You think women
might be a pussy? I don't know. Simp. I was trying to make something
because I'm sensitive and immature. I don't even know. I say stupid
I ain't gonna lie. Simp shit.
I cried in Spider-Man. What the fuck we talking about? My son was like, "You crying?" I was like, "Oh,
that ain't no simp though."
When I looked up the definition of what a simp was,
what's a simp?
You see what I'm saying? But he said sensitive. Immature.
I was in bullshit. I just made up something.
We all joking though.
That's why I'm saying this broad, like
I looked up the definition of what a simp was, and it was saying more so a fool. And it initially said a man who goes out his way to please a woman who's not interested in them, as well as who doesn't get anything in return.
That nigga that fly you out of town and you just smash and he still let you stay at the hotel. That's a simp.
That definition
we talked about last podcast to a certain extent when I said I'm gonna make the woman invest first, because only time you get hurt is when you feel like you invested so much.
That's when they do
hurt. We're gonna keep that shit equal. You invest, I invest. We're gonna keep it equal. It ain't gonna be like this. It might get like this, but it ain't gonna be like this.
And that's even if you just fucking. You gonna invest though.
That's an any situation. Like you can't invest more than the other person. Everybody got to invest the same. It don't have to be equal. Let's just say
it's like
you gotta buy me a $400 shirt. I gotta buy you a $400.
Some gotta be equal. Like it gotta be you putting.
It's a give and take thing. That's
give and take. Like it ain't gonna be take, and no reciprocity.
I personally, when I said something about the simp thing, because this situation came about not too long ago, and we had a discussion about it.
The situation came about not too long ago.
With me, it was a conversation had. My father is a pastor, so he was talking about how things should be done in the way of how God wants it to be done. Mm-hmm. And the person, when we were all talking, it was said that the advice that he was giving was more so simp mentality. And I said, well, you are supposed to, like, if you do something wrong, let's say in a relationship, if you...
Your daddy called a nigga a simp?
No.
I'm about to say, that's a simp ass nigga.
No.
Hold on.
I ain't know. Oh, my bad.
But get what, though? It's still a little crazy because the nigga is saying what the Lord say is some simp shit. So it's still kind of crazy.
It came up, yeah.
It's still
hold on.
Oh, yeah, let me hear that. What you saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to say.
Let's hear what exactly was saying.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you, let's just say in relationships, you do something wrong. You, let's say, cheat. You cheat. And it's not your responsibility to heal the person, but it's your responsibility to help reassure the person that you would, if this is what you want, if this is the person you want to be with. If you cause the pain and cause the turmoil, it's your responsibility to reassure that person that I will never do this again. It's me and you, this, that, and that. Especially if it's been multiple times. You have to do what you need to do to get this person to trust you.
I agree. You got to work out the doghouse.
That's like accountability.
But I think when the trust shot is shot,
it's just like accountability, though. It's just like accountability.
It's like,
that's basically what.
But even I feel like even with accountability, when the trust shot is shot, that's why I feel like a lot of people fucked up.
And one time,
man, when the trust shot is shot, like you could keep going.
I ain't gonna trust you no more. You might go hard.
Different. You might not. Yeah, you gonna stutter step before you make certain moves with them again. Like. That's how I feel, you know.
I agree, but then that's where that person who messed up, that's where their job comes in to reassure.
But I'm telling you,
you
can never fix it.
I believe
out of one
it's
thing,
fixable.
you said two.
I believe.
But see, hold on.
If you all want that, and that's why I said that might be why relationships don't work.
She's saying the key factor.
If you all,
that's what it is.
Like
if you want to fix that motherfucker,
if you all,
but if that nigga don't want it,
think outside the box. Most relationships work when the other person keep cheating. But when the other person tries, it might sound crazy. Now.
I get what
He
you're
saying
saying.
some
I just
hidden
don't know.
secrets now. He
person
saying some
try
shit that's
to-
hidden in
try
the
to call
dictionaries
another person
of
names and
Washington,
be like,
D.C.
I ain't gonna never do no more. I'm sorry, bring you gifts, doing this. Man, that shit ain't gonna never work.
And I don't say it's not. To me, it's not. Of
Sometimes it
course,
work
we
when both of
we
y'all
do
cheating
like
with it.
gifts. That'll be like, okay, you got this. But that is deeper than that. It's deeper than gifts. It's deeper, and I think that's where a lot of people think that okay, I can provide and stuff for you financially, but sometimes people want you to provide emotionally. Right. So if you provide that reassurance emotionally, I mean, I can only speak for myself. If I want you to do right by me, I want you to show me. And it's a continuous thing. It's not.
Can I ask you something? That